as a CEO, you have the ability to generate a lot of revenue with your decisions. What would you say is that minimum per hour price that you have to be mindful of to value your own time? Put it into the chat section. What do you guys think? Yeah. Keep going. We got Emmy that said 1,000. Jim said 1,000. Ryan Miller said 1K. Stephanie Larson said 1,000. Right on. It's at least $1,000 an hour. Okay. So let's paint a picture really quickly here. If your goal is to build the best team possible with rock stars who are consistent, committed to the vision and mission, who show up with enthusiasm, and who love the kids, those are the people that are going to show up day after day, and they're going to be on your team for a long time. Because the opposite of that is trying to nickel and dime your local community to find the cheapest labor. If you're looking for the cheapest labor, you will never grow your business. Here's why. People in your community who are willing to put themselves in the category of the cheapest labor, they also have the cheapest attributes and habits. Guess what that means? They're late.
Yep.
They no call, no show. They have bad attitudes. They don't clean. They don't want to listen and be coachable. They have a fixed mindset. They struggle with leveling up. In fact, they are outright resistant to leveling up. You go to an advanced course with us, you come back on fire, you're like, let's go team. And they're like, nope. Have you guys ever experienced that? We have a lot of people who've been with us for over 8, 9, 10 years. Have you experienced where you've had team members that you have outgrown? So if we know that it's possible to outgrow a team member, stop hiring applicants that are so far beneath your 7-figure brand that it doesn't even make sense while they're there. Mm-hmm. And some of you guys, you know I'm talking to you, and I say this with love, but I want to see you break that habit. You've got to hire those adults, those people who are ready to stand on their own and be coachable and jump in with 2 feet.
So something that I want to just kind of add to this is when you are hiring somebody, you will hire naturally somebody who's going to be maybe like a level below you, right? That's just what we do. I'm gonna encourage you guys to hire somebody who might be a little bit better than you, but let's take a step back on this. When we host events and we have you guys in our audience and you guys get up for breaks, you go to lunch, or maybe it's the end of that day, our team, we take a look around and we can very quickly tell who has a team that is on point versus a team that's struggling based off of how their chairs were left, the amount of garbage that's in their area, if they left items behind. It's just, I forgot my jacket there. And I get it. Things happen. But people who are level 10 CEOs, their chairs are pushed in. They don't have garbage on the floor. They remember all of their items. Their team members remember all of their items. That's a level 10 CEO.
They show up on time
Yes.
to every single session from every single break.
Yes.
This is not something out of the ordinary that we're asking you to do.
Right.
This is consistency and integrity and commitment to the little things, because we can have excellence in all things that we do. We all lead. Yeah. And what example are we setting? So I want to look here. We know that our time as CEOs is worth at least $1,000. We have to be protective of that. So that means if we're doing anything that's less than $1,000 an hour, we're essentially losing money. But don't worry. You can't do it all, nor should you. So that's why you have to have a solid team. So I want to pull up a couple things here on my screen. And I'm going to show you a hiring ad, and then we're going to go to Coach Jolene in just a moment.
Yes.
But I want you guys to look at this, okay? You guys have access to all kinds of coaching, like all types of employment ads, right? And this right here is one of the ads that we have that's in our courses. This is for an after-school program coach. Now, keep in mind that when you have somebody that responds to this type of ad, these things have to resonate with them. Like, would you like to have fun? to get paid, to do what you love, and have a blast inspiring kids to reach their goals in sports and in life? If you answered yes, then keep reading below. Do they have any experience in this stuff? Do they vibe with your motto? Our motto is we are the best. This means we have the best kids, the best company, and of course, the best staff members. So I want to ask you guys a question here. Realistically, when you see an ad that's written like this, with that type of language, would you have the expectation that the applicants would be high energy or low energy? Jump into the chat. Everybody's saying high energy. Amen. Now, here's the thing. How soon do you have the opportunity to find out if they are high energy or low energy in the interview process? Somebody nailed it. Marcy jumped in. She said on the phone call. Yes, on the phone. Jen Hart has it. Everybody's jumping in. Good job, guys. That is a key indicator of the way they do one thing is the way they do all things. When you do a phone interview with someone, you're looking to see if they're on time. You're looking to see if they have high energy. And you're also looking to see how excited they are to answer the questions that you're asking them. If you have somebody that comes on and they have that Eeyore energy, you guys know about Eeyore, Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore. He's always sad and depressed and lonely and all that stuff. His tail falls off.
He lost his tail. He always lost his tail.
Like if you're talking to somebody who's applying to be a coach for your company with kids and they sound like they've lost their tail, you cannot hire them, my friends. Like, save yourself the time, please. Okay, please. But if they come in with high energy, excellent. Now you can say, all right, cool. I like how we're vibing right now. Let's consider going ahead and scheduling that in-person interview. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, on the in-person interview, in the system, you guys know that you want them to show up, park in the front, dress, business casual. You can say, hey, sometimes people wear collared shirts. You don't force it, but you can say that sometimes they wear collared shirts. We like to have a nice professional environment here and just see what they do. Bring 2 copies of your resume. Why? So that they can prove to you that they pay attention to small details and that they're coachable. So I share this with you because some of you are stuck in that mindset of how much money can I save with my team? I want you to be in the opposite mindset of how much money, how many kids' lives can we impact, and how much money can we make with our team?
Yes.
If you are a football team, do you want the best players or the worst players? If you're going to war, do you want the best soldiers or the worst soldiers? If you're going to summer camp or after school, do you want the best coaches or the worst coaches? It's a very simple mindset. And I want to encourage you guys of this. When we look at payroll costs, all right, if you're launching an ad in your local community, and sometimes we see this with people that live in rural areas, especially if you live in a state with a very low minimum wage. If you're offering anything less than $15 an hour, you will perpetually struggle being able to hire people to be on your team, like straight up. I recommend, and this is not a call for all the employees that are watching this right now to start asking for raises. That's not it. There's a specified way that you can increase your pay based on your experience level. So we're not here to say go ask for raises. That's not what this is. What we are saying is to the people who are hiring new employees right now as we speak, you have to be able to beat your local market by a couple dollars an hour. If you're there and you're like, you know what? I want to offer $13 an hour. I want to offer $12 an hour. Guys, you're looking for the cheapest labor possible that has the cheapest habits and the cheapest mindset. You don't want that. You want people that aren't willing to work for $12 an hour. If you raise the pay by $1 an hour for an after-school program coach, if they're working 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, that's 20 hours a week. If you raise their pay by $1, right, in this hiring ad, $1 equates to $1,040 per year. If you raise it by $2 an hour in your hiring ad, that is $2,080 more than what you originally were going to pay. If you raise it by $3 an hour, so instead of offering $13 an hour, you're going to offer $16 an hour to bring somebody on. You're raising it by $3,120 for the year before any taxes. I share those numbers with you because we want to think like level 10 business owners and investors. The most important person that you can invest in is yourself. The second most important is your team. When you have team members there that are showing up every day, your life as an owner gets much, much easier. When they show up and excel and the kids are having fun, your retention rate stays really nice. When they show up and they excel and your retention rate's nice and you're making more money and everybody's signing up for every parent's night out and they're bringing their friends to trunk or treat and they're bringing their friends to Picks with Santa, all of a sudden, your belief, write down the word belief. Everybody in your mind say belief.
Belief. I said it all out.
Your belief in your own business goes to the next level.
Yes.
The way, hear me on this, everybody, here we go, lean in. The way that your business performs is in direct correlation with your belief about your business. The way that it occurs for you is how well it's going to do. If it occurs for you as this business is always going to struggle, I can never find the right people, you're not going to try hard. And then you're not going to find the right people. And it is always going to struggle. Or if you instantly adopt, and Carson, who's our brand new member, I'm talking to you especially on this one. If you instantly adopt the we are the best culture, that means we hold ourselves to a level of excellence that's beyond anybody in our community. We hold our team to that level of excellence. We hold our kids, our students, everybody to that high level of excellence. All of a sudden, you're going to step forward and be like, you know what? This business will grow. We are better than the YMCA. We are better than Ronnie's daycare down the street. We are better than the Boys and Girls Club. We're better than Master Bob's Taekwondo school with all the dust everywhere. We're going to crush them all. All of their students are going to sign up in our program.
The problem comes in because there's so many that will say, I want to believe, but they don't. And they'll jump. I've personally heard this myself, and I'm sure that our coaches have heard this as well, as they're like, well, I can't say that we're the best because I don't think that we are the best because we don't have all that. We're not sold out. We're not this. We're not that. And you're like, well, not with that attitude. You're not the best. You're right. You know what? You are right. You're not the best. But until you can actually believe that you are the best, you won't ever be. And that's literally what Dwayne is saying here. So when you are looking at the mindset of be, do, have, right? We talk about this all the time. You've seen it before. Be, do, have. You have to become the business owner that has the best program, which means that you are going to do the things that business owner is going to do. You're not going to have dust on top of things. Your vans and your buses are going to be clean and they're going to look nice.
And smell nice.
And smell nice. Don't forget the wheels. That's a very important part. If your wheels are dirty, the whole thing looks dirty. Your cubbies are going to be clean. You're going to actually take the time to inspect behind the cubbies and make sure that there's no dum-dums that are stuck to the wall behind it.
Well, here's the truth. There's two types of owners. The owners that hire the cheapest labor can get away with the dust because the cheapest team doesn't care about dust either.
Yep.
I love what Jim Wade just said. What's up, Jim? It's so good to have you on the call, my man. He said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.